Hello and welcome to this tutorial on user groups. User groups, as the name suggests, is a group of users who may have something in common, some attribute or goal that they're all working towards, and you may want to be able to assign courses or run reports on these people, and they may not be in the same org structure. So this makes it very easy to run reports, enroll folks in courses, and other tasks on the LMS by group. Now let me explain. When you set up your learning platform, you may have set it up something like this. This is a very simple organization node, or organization structure, and underneath it I've set up a few sub nodes or folders where I put my staff. So I've got the folks working in Kenya in the Kenya office. The South Africa office has their own folder. So if I want to assign a course to the South Africa group, it's no problem. I can do that using the org structure. If I want to run a report, for example, on how many courses the office in China has completed, it's very simple because I just run the report based on the org structure and the node for China. But what if I have a group of managers I want to assign a course to, and two of them are in the Kenya office. One is in South Africa, and one is in China. Now, I could go in and enroll each person into the course one by one, or I can set up a user group that I can use to enroll these folks in these courses all at once. I'm going to navigate to users and user groups, and we'll talk about just how simple these can be to use to target groups of people in the learning platform. So let me start with this group that I've already created called Global Information Technology. Within this group, I've set up the people who work in information technology in my imaginary organization. I've got everybody here, and these people could be anywhere in the org structure. I've added them to this group because they all work in IT, and I want to be able to assign them courses that are related to their job. So I created the group called Global Information Technology and added the users I wanted in that group. So I've got that there. I'm going to use the report wizard in this example because I think it's probably the place where you'll get the most use out of this feature. So I'm going to go to Workspace and Enrollment Wizard. I'm going to select my participants and I'm going to click User Group to select those folks in IT that I created the group for. Do a search for user groups and there's our Global Information Technology. I just click OK. Now I search on that, and as you can see, it brings up everybody in that user group. So I'm just going to move them over here and click OK. So you can see how easy it was for me to find everybody who's in that group and get them selected for this course. Then I'm going to select the module just like I always would. So I used this search over here to pick this course. I'm going to enroll and execute just like I would for any enrollment wizard. But as you can see, it's much easier to get this group enrolled in a course than it would be to have to go pick them through all the org nodes that would have been required in another way. Another place user groups can come in handy is in the news editor and leaving announcements for folks. You can come here and create a new announcement. So I've created a new announcement here to let the IT professionals know that there's a new course available, and I would fill in the information here, of course. Now for the target audience, instead of going by organization, I'm going to choose a user group. I have to search for the user group, and there's my Global Information Technology. I click OK. So now you can see that the Global Information Technology group has been selected. When I click Save, the announcement has been saved. I've got my target audience chosen, and this will show up for the folks who are in that group. So that's just a quick overview of how user groups could be used. There's also the ability to use them in reports, but there'll be a separate tutorial for that. And if you have any questions, email support@lingos.org. This feature is available for level 1, 2, and 3 members. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.